This guy is one cool cat.
The Black Panther challenges you for the throne of Wakanda.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 facts about the Black Panther.
That's him.
Wait, what am I looking for again? A giant cat?
Number 10. Black Panther first appeared in a Fantastic Four story.
Why are you attacking us?
It's difficult for a warrior such as I to find challenging prey. And now, let the hunt begin.
Many Marvel heroes got their start as guest stars in already established comics. For the Black Panther, his launching pad was none other than the Fantastic Four.
Come, match your flame power against my feline agility.
He leapt into action in 1966's Fantastic Four number 52, sending Mr. Fantastic and company a flying car as a gift.
Incredible. Magnetic waves seem to be powering that craft we're pursuing.
Better make that the craft we were pursuing, dear.
Oh.
It's long gone.
Then, in true Marvel fashion, he attacked them. Of course, this was only to see if they were really as fantastic as they were rumored to be. Their friendship quickly developed, and the Panther has continued to be involved with them frequently throughout the years.
Let the monument of the Panther stand tall. The Black Panther's ready to stalk again.
Now you're talking, Cat.
Number 9. He rules the fictional country of Wakanda.
Come, Black Panther, and face the man-ape!
The Black Panther's real name is T'Challa, and he's not your average Joe superhero. He is actually the king of an entire country, the African nation of Wakanda. Centuries ago, Wakanda was struck by meteorites which contained a rare metal known as vibranium.
S.H.I.E.L.D. found a sample of the rare metal known as vibranium outside the African nation of Wakanda, which is pretty exciting, frankly, as I'm the first scientist to ever examine the metal.
This metal was said to be one of the most powerful in the world. As a matter of fact, Captain America's shield is made of it, and Black Panther's costume also makes use of it.
The most versatile substance on the planet, and they used it to make a frisbee. Typical of humans.
Vibranium has made Wakanda a wealthy country, allowing it to become one of the most technologically advanced in the world.
Don't you feel that vibration? We're being bombarded by magnetic anti-polarity.
Number 8. There have been Black Panther heroes for 10,000 years.
The Panther is a hereditary title. But, just so everyone gets a chance, once a year there's a day when any Wakandan can challenge the king for the throne.
T'Challa is the best known Black Panther, but he is far from the first. Black Panther is in fact a ceremonial title bestowed upon the leaders of Wakanda, although they must prove themselves worthy of it. It is said that the first to carry the name Black Panther ruled Wakanda 10,000 years ago.
Our family has protected Wakanda and its treasure for generations. The Black Panther's reign will not end this day.
The Black Panther costume is also not just for heroics. It's actually official ceremonial garb and is worn during specific ceremonies and often on diplomatic missions. T'Challa is but the latest in a long line of individuals to carry the honorable name of Black Panther.
T'Challa!
Number 7. Daredevil asked him to watch over Hell's Kitchen.
This is important. I need you to know why I'm hurting you. It's not just the boy. I'm doing this because I enjoy it.
The legendary Manhattan neighborhood known as Hell's Kitchen has long been the stomping grounds of the man without fear. But even Daredevil needs a break on occasion. It just so happened that on one occasion, an injured T'Challa slipped into a coma. When he recovered from that situation, he needed to ease himself back into his superhero duties. By taking over the patrol of Hell's Kitchen for Daredevil, the Panther got his heroic feet wet again, and Daredevil got a change of scenery for a while. Not that he could see it.
Are you trying to tell me that you didn't take Spanish to snuggle up to what's her name? The Greek girl?
Surely I would take Greek.
No, because she was taking Spanish. She already spoke Greek.
Number 6. Captain America: Civil War is his live-action debut.
What do?
We fight.
Although the Black Panther has been seen numerous times on various animated Marvel projects, Captain America: Civil War marks his live-action debut. That's not for lack of trying, though. A Black Panther film project has been considered at least as early as 1992, and one was announced as early as 2005. All hope is not lost for the Wakanda King, though, as after Civil War, he will finally appear in his own film and will presumably be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. About time, too.
I know we're not perfect, but but the safest hands are still our own.
Number 5. Wesley Snipes wrote a Black Panther screenplay for himself. Back in the 1990s, Wesley Snipes was a significant name in the movie business. It's no wonder then that the charismatic actor was interested in playing T'Challa on the big screen, and he worked hard to make a Panther movie a reality.
When I became king, I had a thin layer of vibranium put in my Panther suit, and it makes your attack useless.
Snipes even went so far as to craft a screenplay for the project himself. Unfortunately, Snipes as Black Panther hit various snags along the way, and the projected film was never made. Snipes did of course create another Marvel character on screen, the vampire hunter Blade. Number 4. The star of Marvel's first graphic novel, Black Panther.
I'd take Claw. Another one? Fine, I'll just keep killing Panthers until none of you are left.
What exactly is a graphic novel? That's something that's kinda open to debate. But it's a term often applied to a lengthy story told in comic book form, usually with a recognizable story arc.
That's the best you can do, you pansies.
The phrase gained popularity in the 1980s with the groundbreaking Watchmen and Dark Knight series. But many people apply the term to earlier tales. Comics Bulletin publisher Jason Sachs believes that the Panther's Rage saga from the 1970s deserves the designation as Marvel's first graphic novel. And we're not going to argue with that.
Claw, one question. Do you have any children?
No, I don't.
Good. Because I would have to kill them too.
Number 3. Prize-winning writer Ta-Nehisi Coates is scripting a 2016 Black Panther comic.
And I read that book, and I called my agent, and I called my editor, and I had, the same set of questions. And the first question was, how come no one writes like this anymore?
Many talented and gifted writers work on comic books every month, but it's doubtful that any of these authors have been the recipient of both the National Book Award and a MacArthur Genius Grant. That was before Ta-Nehisi Coates was announced as the writer of a series of Black Panther stories. Known for his best-selling reflection on life as an African-American, Between the World and Me, Coates' involvement adds even more luster to the legend that is the Black Panther.
My process of learning, I've always been much better at learning by doing, as opposed to like sitting back and for long periods having to observe. That's always been a problem for me. And journalism, you can't learn journalism without actually doing journalism.
Number 2, he was the first black superhero in mainstream comics.
Selling off small amounts of our vibranium allowed me to amass a fortune and attend the finest schools.
T'Challa was definitely not the first black person in mainstream comics, but he was the first to don a costume and behave in a traditional superhero manner.
Remove your force field, Mrs. Richards. You have my word I shall not attack any of you again. And T'Challa, hereditary chieftain of the Wakandas.
Marvel had laid the groundwork with their introduction of Gabe Jones as a member of the Sergeant Fury War comics. Dell Comics had even had a black male star in his own title, the Western-themed Lobo. But it was the Panther that made a splash in superhero comics, paving the way for later characters such as Luke Cage and the Jon Stewart incarnation of Green Lantern.
Aren't you dressed yet?
It doesn't take me as long as you.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, he got his name before the Black Panther Party got theirs.
During that time period, being black in America meant that you didn't walk down the street with the same sense of safety and the same sense of privilege as a white person.
The timing is close, but anyone who thinks that the Black Panther character got his name from the Black Panther Party is mistaken. The latter was officially founded on October 15, 1966.
One response to police brutality in 1966 was the founding of the Black Panther Party for self-defense.
T'Challa made his debut in a July 1966 issue of Fantastic Four. Given the traditional post-dating of comics, that means the issue was likely on sale in April or May. Still, as the party was quite controversial at the time, Marvel had at one point changed T'Challa's name to the Black Leopard, a change that didn't end up lasting for very long. Do you agree with our choices?
These are dangerous times. You need to choose a side.
We have our own.
What other facts about the Black Panther should we have included here? For more enthralling top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
We can no longer hide ourselves away, waiting for our enemies to come to us.
What happens in Wakanda affects the world. So I will go out into the world. I will fight alongside our new allies.